I'm ready. What up? Let's get to it. So I'm gonna get straight to the point. Nick Saban, I need you to stop yapping, dog. Oh yeah, Nick Saban, I need you to stop yapping, my boy. Yeah, unless you're gonna be on the front line, win, lose, or draw. Because I don't think you was on the front line with Vandy after that Vandy lost Nick Saban. Now, much respect to you. Legendary. Probably the best college coach ever in the history, man. Respect to you. What you did at Bama, huh? How you revised the program, you turned that program up when they was at the bottom, huh? The dynasty you created, the standards you set. Nobody can take that from you ever, Nick. The championships that was won can't take it from you ever, Nick. Now you got you a new job. You're on the panel. You're an analyst now. You're sitting up there talking about college football. You know what I'm saying? You got people around you hyping you up. That's all good, Nick. Happy for you, bro. But don't get up there and feel yourself too much, Nick Saban. You hear me? Don't get up there and talk and yap and put more pressure on Bam and DEBOER, huh? Now, don't get me wrong. I understand when you play at Bama, it's a certain standard, a certain pressure that comes along with it, and you got to step up and fight that pressure and fight through that pressure and get through it and be a winner, dog. No cap. A certain standard of Bama that has to be set through adversity, etc., etc. But Nick Saban, we don't need you up there running your mouth and fuel to the fire, huh? Rat poison, as you say. Giving other teams motivation like Vandy. And you right. Oh, Bama should have slaughtered Vandy. Vandy shit ain't no hard place to play. Huh? The game was 80% Bama fans in the stands. So I understand it, Nick. You won line, but you talking a little too much. You're getting up there, getting a little too comfortable. You know, it's the first year of the new regime. You know how Kalen DeBoer operates. And you giving Vandy extra fire. You got a quarterback, Pavia, talking about God gonna decide this and that. Their quarterback said something, Nick. Then he gonna cuss and do all that cussing after the game. He talking about God, this and that. Man, Vandy cap, you hear me? But my point to you is, Nick, don't speak like that unless you're gonna be 10 toes down in it. Now, I hope you spoke to DEBOER on the phone. Hope you had a conversation with DEBOER, getting him through this tough loss, giving him some tips and some information, huh? Hope you helping DEBOER out behind the scenes, dog. But you're talking a little too much, Nick Saban. You gave Vandy that extra fire. You gave them that extra motivation. I'm gonna get into the video right in a second. But you talking about Vandy, easy place to play, huh? Then they gonna play it after the game, Nick. If you ain't gonna be front line, win, lose, or draw, I need you to shut up, my boy, Nick. No disrespect, but I need you to shut your trappers and yappers, dog. Period, Nick. You ain't gonna be on that field game day after the game, or you ain't gonna speak up after the game and put your 2 cents in then and ride for them boys while you on that ESPN panel, Nick Saban. I need you to be quiet. These boys got to zone in. You don't need to be giving no team no extra fuel to the fire, no extra motivation. Huh? And don't get me wrong, Bama should have handled business. It's up to Bama to handle the business. Period. Piss poor loss. But definitely a loss they can bounce back from. But you gonna say something, Nick? Uplift Bama. Huh? Yeah, make it about Bama, uplifting Bama, how you still rolling with the tide, dog. You up here just saying stuff, feeling good. Don't fall into the trap, Nick. Like you say, don't eat the rat poison. Well, you don't fall into the trap, Nick Saban. Huh? And make sure you still stand and rock and roll with Bama, win, lose, or draw. Because I ain't see you on the front line, Nick. I ain't heard you say nothing about the loss yet. Yeah. You talking to any of the players? You giving them any extra motivation for South Carolina this week, Nick? Huh? Don't go up on that panel talking about South Carolina, this and that. Be an analyst, Nick Saban. Now, if you wanted to be a coach, if you wanted to continue to coach, you should have stayed in the building heavy. I hope you ain't hating on DEBOER, Nick. Huh? Because you had some tough losses too. Different scenarios, but you still had some bad losses too, Alabama era, Nick. Huh? You got some bad playoff losses in your era, Nick. Huh? Your team ate the rat poison a few times in the Nick Saban era, my boy. So let's calm it down a little bit. Let's get into this video, though. Yeah, Nick doing a little too much. A little too much for my liking, dog. Yeah. A little too much for my liking what Nick doing right now. You hear me? A little too much, dog.
You play in the SEC that's not hard to play is Vanderbilt.
A few moments later.
Vanderbilt takes down #1 Alabama.
The only place you play in the SEC that's not hard to play is Vanderbilt.
A few moments later.
Vanderbilt takes down #1 Alabama.
The only place you play in the SEC that's not hard to play is Vanderbilt.
A few moments.
You hear me? We don't need that, Nick Saban. Excuse me, we don't need that, Nick. Obviously that day it was hard. Huh? Oh, trust me, people hear your word, Nick Saban. People hear your word, dog. Vandy played it over the screen after the game. They played it on the monitor. They played your words, Nick. So people still remember you. You still got influence, Nick. So how about you use that in a right way to motivate Bama, not another team, if you ain't going to be front line? Huh? And I know Bama should have never lost to Vandy. I know you would never have lost to Vandy, Nick Saban. Respect. You would never let Vandy beat you, no matter what the talking is, what the jaw jacking is. No situation. You would never lost to Vandy. Period. I respect you. But I need you to pipe down and quiet down. Huh? I need you to pipe down and quiet down, dog. And I hope you gave them boys some words of wisdom. Some words of motivation, Nick Saban. Because right now, they could use it. You hear me? Now, they say Kalen DeBoer buckling down, but he should have been buckled down. Huh? Take you a loss to Vandy to buckle down, DeBoer? Huh? Should have been buckled down, my dog. But it is what it is. Bounce back, regroup. But you've been in this situation, Nick Saban. So it's time for you to be a mentor to DeBoer, to the players. It's time for you to get back on the scene since you're going to rile another team up. Come rile Bama. Get them boys turned up, huh? Get them boys motivated, Nick Saban. You hear me? Period, dog. You getting on ESPN. Who you up there with? What's that boy name? Huh? They getting you turned up and hyped up. Got you talking outside your body. Huh? Obviously, Vandy, a different squad, a different team. And you gave them that much more ammunition to play their best game. You hear me? So pipe down, Nick. Pipe way down. Talk about the games and leave it at that. We don't need you speaking on no SEC ball, who, where this, where that, where it's tough to play. Huh? You wanted to leave the building. You left abruptly, quickly, and swiftly. Huh? So stay on the outside. You doing all this yapping ain't nowhere to be found after the tough loss, Nick. Where was you at, Nick Saban? That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying. Observing your action, dog. Where was you at after the loss? And where you at now, Nick? Huh? That's all I'm saying, dog. And let's not forget once again, Nick Saban players done been in trouble. That they done lost big games in Nick's era too, dog. So let's not just write the ball off as well. I ain't gonna sit here and do that. Huh? Get a man a chance at the end of the day. It's the first year of the regime. Inexcusable loss, period. But they can bounce back. We're going to see how they react. We're going to see, starting Saturday, how they react. And I hope you're on the front line, Nick, when they win, homie. Respect Nick Saban, man. Roll Tide full of pride. Let me know how you feel about the video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell. Make sure you hit that bell, huh? Big skull here. Roll Tide full of pride. Win, lose, or draw. Believe that. Yeah. Woo!